Yes, we're back. Have another drink. It'll be all right, Big Daddy. See, my partner is not used to being a drunken sot like I am, so he's having a little bit of alcohol strugulations there. Strugulations. None of those great words to make up.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about worst angles.
Well, worst angles, I can't really say I've seen a worst angle in indie wrestling around here, because most of the times, and this is not knocking anybody out there in the indie scene here on the Gulf Coast, is most of the time because of scheduling and roster changes or whatever, angles don't usually get to develop long enough to where you can have a best angle, worst angle. So, I'll let that go, as I haven't really seen a worst angle, in any show. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay. What we got next for a question?
This one is Billy Bob from Milton.
Oh, that must be Johnny Rebel's cousin or something.
How is the state of indie wrestling?
It's actually kind of a good question.
Absolutely. Billy Bob, you surprised me from someone from the armpit of the South coming up with an intelligent question like that.
He must be the only smart one out there.
He might have all his teeth, too, which would be another surprise from somebody from Milton, but...
I don't know. It's a mixed bag. You have your good ones, you have your bad ones. You have some that have potential to be very good, but they just won't do what they need to do. I don't know. What do you think? It's
I'll agree with you that it's a mixed bag. You can go any Saturday or Friday night usually and see independent wrestling. At least for my house, I'll just say, for the sake of argument, within a 3-hour drive. Okay. Yeah. You have some good quality promotions, and you have some that really suck ass and shouldn't even be trying to promote a wrestling show because they have no clue, no talent whatsoever to be running wrestling shows. So it's like it's like going to the Tom Thumb and you go in looking for your favorite beer, and all of a sudden you realize they ran out and you got to settle for second best beer or whatever. Yeah. There's good promotions and there's bad promotions. Take it for what it's worth. You go to the good ones and you leave the bad ones alone. At least that's what I do.
And, our credo's always been get out and support indie wrestling. Like I said, there are some out there, they're like right on the cusp of being good, of being good quality shows. They're just lacking one or two areas. So the only way to know for sure is get out there and check them out. Most of them are pretty affordable.
You can't beat indie wrestling show as far as the price of admission goes for some entertainment, depending on how far you got to drive or whatever, and how much you like indie wrestling.
Just because we say something sucks doesn't mean you don't.
Absolutely.
You may like it, and if you do, more power to you. Go out and support them.
That's right. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, and we come on here and we talk about various promotions. Some of them that we like a lot, some of them that we don't like. And then some of these promotions that we've talked, or I myself specifically have talked bad about, they've got staunch defenders, and that's okay. My thing is, if you like it, go out and support it. You don't have to agree with my opinion or Internet's opinion. Just go out and support the independent wrestling.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right, this one's from Vicky. Who do you respect or look up to on the indie wrestling level?
Well, let's see. That's I don't want to say necessarily a trick question, because I like several different people for several different reasons. Now, I'll just bunch this in a few categories. Up and coming young stars, I like Brutal Joe Gibson, BTY, Colby Godwin, Cameron Frost, the Master of Devastation. 3 of my favorite guys who I believe have the talent and skills to go to the next level if they pursue their dream hard enough. Then you've got veteran guys that I really respect. Black Sheep Bobby Dahl, Cyrus LeVay / Omega, the Symbol of Violence, John Riker, Pretty Boy Donnie B in Panama City. Then, there's people that I respect as promoters, for various reasons. Alexander Hurst III at Ultimate. Riker runs CSW Mossy Head. Adrian Whisper in XIW is a promoter I like. So, I like different people and different promotions for different reasons. And my main thing is, if I like you, you'll see me at your shows. If I don't, I won't be there. Now, there's some promotions that I can't attend on a regular basis because of work schedule or wherever, and that's just, I attend the ones that I can on a regular basis that I enjoy the most. So,
I'd have to say the guys I look up to, you mentioned one of them, Bobby Dahl, definitely. I mean, he made it to the show, and there's a lot of people, I never saw him on TV. I'm like, you know what? He was as close as you can get without actually, and we saw him, all through it.
Right. He wrestled Kurt Angle, there are videos
there's
out
videos
there
of him wrestling Kurt Angle, so,
That's right. You don't like the black sheep? That's what I got one for you.
Jerry Reiner.
Absolutely.
This guy, I think, he wrestles through so many injuries, and he had to change his technique in the ring, and like I said, I enjoy watching him more now than I did 10, 15 years ago, and I wished he would have made it to the next day. He deserves it. He was just a phenomenal wrestler. The newcomer guys, you mentioned most of it. Joe Gibson, really like him. Cameron Frost, BTY, Colby Godwin, and, good luck to him. I hope he goes all the way. Doug Pitt, I think, and Marcus Gibbs.
Another up-and-coming suicidal soldier,
Yeah. But as far as the veterans go, Bobby Dahl, Jerry Reiner, those guys, I really like those.
You ready?
Next question.
Okay, this one was from Anonymous, but I kind of think it might have been one of the guys.
Uh-oh.
Who, in your opinion, are the best new green dicks or new up-and-comers?
You want to handle that one first, or?
Well, it depends on what you call a newcomer. Some of the guys are still fairly young, but they've been in it. Like Joe Gibson, I wouldn't consider him a newcomer.
Even though he has limited experience, he's progressed rapidly in developing skill and talent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Doug Pitt's a good one. I've seen him in different promotions. He does the British thing in New Heights, and he's pure Doug Pitt and Ultimate. He really impressed me. Marcus Gibbs, he's been doing it a short while.
T-Bird.
T-Bird. And California Kid. Yeah. And California Kid, he's been doing it a little longer than most of the guys, but I still consider him a newcomer. Definitely T-Bird and Cali Kid.
So, and then you...
T-Bird's got... Not only does T-Bird have the skill and the athleticism to it, he's got the look too, man.
Sure. The only thing that he lacks, in my opinion, he needs more work on promos and mic skills.
Yeah.
He's a little soft-spoken, but, he's got what it takes,
yeah, he does.
To be successful working on the mic skills.
Lenny Scootermeyer.
Oh. I should beat his ass and take his mask. He's not worthy of wearing a mask. Well, with that being said, we're getting the high sign to take a break, so we're
I missed the high sign. I didn't even see it.
Oh, have another drink. It'll be all right. We'll be right back.